If you're over 60 and your legs feel weaker than they used to, if climbing stairs leaves you tired or unstable, or if you've noticed your balance isn't what it once was, you are not imagining things. And more importantly, it's not just age. There's something else going on, something that thousands of seniors are experiencing and most never get told about: vitamin-induced leg weakness. That's right. Some of the very vitamins you've been told to take for better health might actually be doing the opposite when it comes to your legs. And in this video, we'll show you exactly which two vitamins are silently draining your strength and what you need to do to stop it. Now let's be clear. Vitamins are essential. Your body needs them. But as you age, your metabolism changes, your absorption shifts, your activity level drops. And certain vitamins, when taken in excess or the wrong form, can cause unintended side effects, especially on your muscles, joints, and circulation. This is especially true for vitamin E and vitamin A. These two, while beneficial in small amounts, can actually weaken your leg strength when not managed properly. And many seniors are taking them daily, in multivitamins, supplements, or healthy fortified foods, without knowing the risk. Let's look at how this happens. Vitamin E is known for its antioxidant properties. It's supposed to protect your cells from damage, and in small doses it does. But when taken in high amounts, especially over 400 IU per day, vitamin E can start to interfere with blood clotting and muscle function. In fact, one study showed that high vitamin E intake in older adults was linked to a decline in muscle coordination, increased risk of falls, and slower leg reflexes. That's because vitamin E thins your blood, and when blood flow becomes too thin or unstable, oxygen delivery to the legs drops. Less oxygen means weaker muscles, slower recovery, and more fatigue even if you're eating well or exercising. Vitamin A, on the other hand, affects your bones and muscles in a different way. High intake of vitamin A, especially from supplements and fortified cereals, can cause calcium to leach from your bones. Over time, this leads to brittleness, weakness, and a higher chance of leg injuries or balance issues. Even worse, vitamin A can interfere with vitamin D and K, both critical for muscle strength and joint stability. So if you're taking vitamin A daily, thinking it's helping your vision or skin, but not monitoring your overall intake, you may actually be undermining your mobility. This is not about scaring you. It's about giving you the real information most seniors aren't getting. Your legs are the foundation of your independence, and small hidden imbalances like vitamin overload can make a massive difference in your quality of life. But here's the good news: these effects are often reversible. In this video, we'll walk you through the two most harmful vitamins when overused after 60. How to identify if they're in your current supplements or foods. Real stories of seniors who reverse their leg weakness. The best alternatives to strengthen your legs naturally, and a daily plan to rebuild strength safely starting tonight. By the end of this video, you'll not only know what to avoid, you'll know exactly what to do instead. And if you're watching this and thinking, could this be why I'm feeling so unsteady lately? Stay with us, because what we share next could be the reason your legs haven't felt strong in months, maybe even years. Let's break it down. First, we start with vitamin E. What it is, where it hides, and how it might be silently weakening your legs every single day. Vitamin E is often marketed as a miracle antioxidant. You'll see it on the labels of multivitamins, skin creams, cereals, and even meal replacement shakes. It's praised for helping with immune function, heart health, and cell repair. But after 60, the way your body handles vitamin E changes, and too much of it can quickly become a silent threat to your legs. Let's start with the basics. Vitamin E is fat-soluble. That means your body stores it, rather than flushing out the excess, like with water-soluble vitamins such as B or C. This is a problem because high levels of stored vitamin E can accumulate over time, especially if you're taking it daily in pill form. Once levels build up beyond what your body needs, vitamin E begins to interfere with blood clotting. This might not sound serious, but for seniors, it's critical. Your leg muscles rely on healthy circulation to receive oxygen, nutrients, and glucose, all necessary for strength, coordination, and energy. When blood gets too thin, or when clotting factors are weakened, microcirculation in the legs suffers. That means less oxygen to your muscles, slower recovery from walking or standing, and greater fatigue after just light activity. Over time, this manifests as muscle weakness, shakiness, and increased risk of falling. But that's not all. Several studies have linked excess vitamin E with loss of muscle coordination, ataxia, especially in the lower limbs, numbness or tingling in the legs and feet due to nerve interference, reduced reflexes and slower muscle response, especially during quick movements, higher likelihood of leg cramps at night, as muscle oxygen drops during rest, exaggerated fatigue after minor physical activity, such as climbing stairs. Now think about this. Many seniors take multivitamins that contain 200 to 400 IU of vitamin E every single day. That's double or more the amount you actually need, especially when you're already getting some from food like nuts, seeds, and oils. Most labels don't warn you. Many seniors trust that if it's in a multivitamin, it must be safe. But that's not how senior metabolism works. The recommended daily allowance RDA for vitamin E for adults over 50 is 15 milligrams, or about 22 IU. Anything beyond that, especially consistently, increases the risk of blood thinning and muscular dysfunction. And don't forget, this risk is compounded if you're also taking medications like aspirin, blood thinners, or statins, which already affect circulation and muscle recovery. So what should you do? Step 1. Check your supplements. Look at your multivitamin or standalone vitamin E bottle. If it says DL-alpha tocopherol or 400 IU, and you're taking it daily, you may already be in the danger zone. Many seniors are shocked when they realize they've been overdosing slowly for years, and it explains the leg weakness they thought was just age. Step 2. Switch to natural sources only and skip synthetic pills unless prescribed. Foods like sunflower seeds, almonds, spinach, and avocado provide small, safe amounts of vitamin E, along with other nutrients that balance absorption. Step 3. Monitor your symptoms. Pay attention to how your legs feel. Are you more tired than usual after short walks? Do your legs cramp more at night? Are you feeling unsteady getting out of bed or walking in the morning? These signs could be your body trying to warn you. Real case. One 72-year-old man had been taking 400 IU of synthetic vitamin E daily for 4 years. He began experiencing numbness in his feet and occasional falls. After reducing his intake and switching to food sources only, his symptoms improved within weeks. His balance came back, and he was able to walk longer distances without fatigue. Remember, vitamins are tools, not magic. When misused, even helpful tools can become harmful. Especially for seniors, the balance between deficiency and overload is delicate. Coming up, we'll look at the second dangerous vitamin affecting your legs, and this one is even more widespread. It hides in cereals, milk, multivitamins, and even eye health supplements. It's vitamin A, and in excess, it can quietly rob your bones and muscles of their strength. Let's dive in. If vitamin E is the quiet saboteur of your circulation, vitamin A is the stealth agent that breaks down your legs from the inside, slowly affecting bones, muscles, and even nerves without making a sound. Vitamin A is known for being essential for vision, skin, and immune support, and while that's true in small amounts, it becomes harmful when consumed in excess, especially for seniors. The problem is few people realize how easy it is to overconsume vitamin A without knowing it. Let's start with where it hides. Vitamin A is found in multivitamins often labeled as retinol palmitate or retinol, fortified cereals and milk, liver and organ meats, certain fish oils, eye health supplements, skin glow, or anti-aging blends marketed to seniors. For someone over 60, the recommended daily intake is about 900 mcg 3000 IU for men and 700 mcg 2300 IU for women. Yet many multivitamins contain 5,000 to 10,000 IU, meaning you could be tripling your limit every single day without realizing it. Here's what that does to your legs. Vitamin A reduces bone density. High intake of preformed vitamin A from supplements and animal sources has been shown to interfere with vitamin D and K2, two nutrients critical for building and preserving bone mass. When your bone density drops, your legs weaken. You're more prone to fractures, micro tears, and imbalance. It increases calcium loss. Excess vitamin A pulls calcium from your bones into the bloodstream. This causes short-term spikes in calcium but long-term depletion in your legs and hips. The result? Weak, brittle legs that don't support your weight properly. It interferes with protein metabolism in muscles. High doses of vitamin A disrupt the balance of anabolic building and catabolic breaking down muscle processes. That means even if you're eating enough protein, your muscles may be breaking down faster than they rebuild. It contributes to joint stiffness and nerve fatigue. Seniors with high vitamin A levels often report heavy leads, tight joints, and even numbness or tingling in the lower limbs, all of which reduce mobility and increase fall risk. It's not just theory. Multiple long-term studies have found that seniors with the highest vitamin A levels had significantly weaker hip and leg strength, and nearly double the risk of fractures compared to those with balanced intake. And yet, many seniors take a daily multivitamin plus an eye health supplement, both of which contain overlapping doses of vitamin A. Add a bowl of fortified cereal and a glass of vitamin-enriched milk, and suddenly you've hit toxic levels. Let's look at a real-world example. Marjorie, a 76-year-old retiree, had taken multivitamins daily for decades. She also drank fortified milk and used a vision supplement her doctor had recommended years ago. Over time, she began to notice pain in her knees, difficulty standing up from low chairs, and frequent tripping. Her doctor attributed it to aging, but after a nutritionist reviewed her intake, they realized she was consuming nearly 9,000 IU of vitamin A per day, triple the safe limit. After cutting her intake and focusing on vitamin A from natural sources like carrots, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens, which the body regulates more safely, her symptoms began to reverse within 2 months. That's the good news. This damage is not permanent if caught early. You can support your legs and bones by making smart swaps. Choose beta-carotene-based vitamin A from plant foods. Your body converts what it needs and discards the rest. No toxicity. Avoid duplicate supplementation. If your multivitamin already has vitamin A, skip eye or anti-aging pills unless prescribed. Focus on nutrient synergy. Vitamins D3, K2, magnesium, and zinc help protect against the bone-thinning effects of vitamin A. Coming up, we'll explore the top signs you're already being affected by these vitamin imbalances, how to test for them, and what symptoms to track, even before blood tests confirm anything. Knowing the warning signs is the first step toward reclaiming strength in your legs and safety in your daily life. All right, let's move into that now. Most seniors don't realize they're in danger until the symptoms become impossible to ignore. That's the most insidious part of vitamin-induced leg weakness. It happens slowly, silently. It masks itself as just getting older, when in reality, your supplements or diet may be doing the damage. Let's go through the 9 most common early warning signs that your legs are suffering due to excess vitamin E or A. Even if your blood tests look normal, these signs can appear weeks or months before lab values shift, and they're your body's way of saying, pay attention now. 1. Feeling heaviness or tightness in your legs, especially in the morning. You wake up and your legs feel like concrete blocks. It takes effort to stand, and sometimes you have to brace against the bed or wall. This isn't just stiffness. It's muscle fatigue caused by oxygen-deprived or nutrient-deficient tissue. 2. You tire faster when walking. Maybe you used to enjoy walking around the block, but now just half that distance leaves you winded or shaky. Your legs don't burn like they're being exercised. They simply give out faster. This is a red flag for disrupted muscle energy cycles and poor circulation, both linked to vitamin E overload. 3. Muscle twitching or random spasms at night. Do your legs jump, twitch, or cramp when you lie down? This can indicate electrolyte imbalance caused by vitamin A interference with potassium and magnesium metabolism. It can also signal nerve overexcitation, common in vitamin E toxicity. 4. Numbness or tingling in the calves, feet, or toes. If you've ruled out diabetes or neuropathy but still feel these sensations, look at your supplements. Excess fat-soluble vitamins are known to accumulate in nerve tissue and disrupt conduction, especially in the peripheral nerves of the legs. Faba come came a bed from a chair or toilet. This isn't just about leg strength, it's also about muscle coordination and neuromuscular control. If you feel like your legs aren't responding fast enough, vitamin E could be affecting your reflexes and signaling speed. 6. More frequent stumbles, especially on uneven ground. Even if you haven't had a full fall, near falls are just as serious. If your feet catch more often or if you feel off balance more easily, bone density and muscle control may be slipping due to vitamin A's impact on calcium balance. Your legs feel colder than the rest of your body. This could be a circulation issue caused by overthinned blood or restricted microvascular flow. When vitamin E affects clotting and blood viscosity, extremities like legs and feet can suffer reduced perfusion, making them feel icy or weak. Your recovery time after walking or standing is getting longer. You sit down after climbing stairs and feel wiped out for 30 minutes. What used to refresh you now exhausts you. This signals inefficient energy use in muscle tissue, often due to nutrient imbalances triggered by vitamin excess. 9. You've noticed new joint aches or bone discomfort in the hips, knees, or ankles. Excess vitamin A thins bones and reduces cartilage integrity. This makes joints less stable, more prone to pain, and more likely to lock or misalign after routine movement. If you're experiencing 2 or more of these symptoms regularly, your legs may already be under stress from supplement overload, even if your doctor hasn't diagnosed anything yet. But here's the key. You don't have to wait for it to get worse. Up next, we'll walk through a simple 3-step system to review your supplements, identify hidden overdoses, and rebuild your leg strength naturally, without throwing away your entire health routine. Get ready to take back control, one change at a time. The first step is awareness. You can't change what you don't know, so you must start by checking every bottle you take. This includes multivitamins, individual vitamin capsules, meal replacement drinks, eye health, bone support, or skin glow supplements, fortified foods, especially cereals, bars, and milks. What to look for? Vitamin E, often listed as D-alpha tocopherol or D-alpha tocopherol. Anything over 200 IU per day is considered excessive after 60. Most seniors can thrive on just 22 to 30 IU per day, especially if they eat seeds, nuts, or leafy greens. Vitamin A as retinol palmitate, retinol acetate, or preformed vitamin A. The safe upper limit is 3,000 IU daily. If you're taking a multivitamin with 5,000 to 10,000 IU, plus eating fortified foods, you're likely overloading. Write it down. Add up your total daily intake from all sources. You'll probably be surprised. Most seniors find they're unknowingly getting 2 to 4 times the recommended levels. Step 2. Remove, replace, rebalance. Once you know your intake, it's time to act. Remove synthetic or high-dose forms. Stop any standalone vitamin A or E supplements unless medically prescribed. Replace your multivitamin with a senior formula version that uses beta-carotene for vitamin A, safer form, and contains under 30 IU of vitamin E. Replace with whole food sources. For vitamin E, sunflower seeds, almonds, spinach, avocados. For vitamin A, carrots, sweet potatoes, pumpkin, kale. These foods provide natural, balanced versions of the vitamins, and your body only absorbs what it needs. Rebalance with cofactor nutrients. To protect your muscles and bones, increase intake of vitamin D3, supports calcium absorption and muscle tone. Vitamin K2 directs calcium to bones instead of arteries. Magnesium regulates muscle contraction and nerve signals. Zinc balances antioxidant activity in the body. You don't need pills for this, just food. Salmon, eggs, yogurt equals D3. Leafy greens, sauerkraut equals K2. Beans, dark chocolate equals magnesium. Pumpkin seeds, lentils equals zinc. Step 3. Support muscle recovery and circulation. As you lower toxic vitamin levels, your body begins to heal. But to accelerate muscle rebuilding and improve leg strength, focus on two things. Protein timing. Muscles need amino acids to repair. If you eat most of your protein at lunch, your body may lack the fuel it needs overnight. Solution: eat 15 to 20 grams of protein before bed, like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or eggs. These help restore muscle tissue while you sleep. 2. Light movement every day. Walking, leg raises, gentle squats, or water aerobics, anything that activates your legs without causing strain. This improves blood flow, reduces inflammation, and reminds your body to prioritize strength in those muscles. Bonus, add circulation boosters like beets, cayenne, or turmeric, unless medically contraindicated. These help oxygen reach deep muscle tissue and accelerate recovery. You're not stuck with weak legs. You're not at the mercy of aging, and you're certainly not helpless. But you must act, because every week that passes with excess vitamins silently accumulating can mean more nerve fatigue, more coordination loss, and more risk of falling. Up next, we'll share the daily routine of a 70-year-old man who reversed leg weakness in 30 days just by adjusting his supplements and food choices, and how you can follow his exact steps. Let's get into it. John is 71 years old. For most of his retirement, he lived what many would consider a healthy lifestyle. He took his multivitamin every morning, added fortified milk to his cereal, and used a daily eye supplement for vision support. He also experienced something most seniors dismiss: gradual leg weakness that crept in over months. At first, it was simple fatigue. He would walk around the grocery store and need to sit down. Then it turned into shortness of breath going up the stairs. Eventually, he noticed his balance was off. One morning, after nearly falling in the shower, John realized something wasn't right. Doctors checked his blood pressure and circulation. Everything looked normal, but John kept digging. After watching a lecture on vitamin toxicity in older adults, he decided to look at what he was actually putting into his body every day. He totaled up his intake and found something shocking. His daily multivitamin contained 5,000 IU of vitamin A and 400 IU of vitamin E. His eye supplement added another 3,000 IU of vitamin A. His cereal was fortified with both. Altogether, John was consuming more than triple the recommended upper limit for both vitamins every day for years. He made 3 immediate changes. First, he stopped all synthetic supplements containing vitamin A and E. He switched to a basic senior multivitamin with beta-carotene instead of retinol and less than 30 IU of vitamin E. Second, he added real foods that supported his muscle recovery. For breakfast, he started eating 2 boiled eggs with spinach sautéed in olive oil. For lunch, he added a serving of salmon or chicken. Before bed, he had Greek yogurt mixed with chia seeds for protein and magnesium. Third, he began walking every morning, not far, just 10 minutes up and down his street, enough to stimulate blood flow to his legs, send oxygen to the muscles, and remind his body to rebuild where it had been breaking down. By the end of the first week, he noticed something different. He wasn't reaching for the furniture to steady himself as often. His legs didn't feel heavy when he got out of bed. After 2 weeks, he could stand from his couch without pushing off with his arms. And by day 30, he reported walking around the grocery store again without needing to rest, for the first time in 6 months. John's story is not unique. It's what happens when you stop unknowingly harming your body and start feeding it what it actually needs to recover. Too often, seniors are told that weakness is inevitable, that decline is expected, that pills are the solution. But the truth is, your body wants to rebuild. It's waiting for you to give it the right conditions to do so. In the next section, we'll give you a full breakdown of the foods and nutrients that support this recovery, including the top 3 overlooked ingredients that help protect and rebuild leg muscle over time. Let's keep going. You're just getting started. After removing excess vitamin A and E from your routine, the next step isn't complicated. It's about feeding your legs what they've been missing, not just protein, but nutrients that actively support strength, balance, and endurance. Here's where most seniors go wrong. They think eating a chicken breast at lunch is enough to stay strong. But at this stage of life, your body absorbs and uses nutrients differently. You need the right foods in the right amounts at the right times. Let's go over the most effective foods that help seniors regain leg strength based on clinical research and real-world outcomes. First is Greek yogurt. It's rich in casein protein, which digests slowly and supports muscle repair overnight. It also provides calcium, which supports bone strength, and probiotics, which help reduce inflammation, a key factor in muscle weakness. A bowl before bed is one of the simplest habits to adopt. Second is cottage cheese. Similar to Greek yogurt, but also rich in leucine, the amino acid most responsible for signaling muscle growth. A small serving in the evening gives your body what it needs to rebuild while you sleep when growth hormone peaks. Third are eggs. They're a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids. But they also contain choline, which supports nerve function, critical for seniors struggling with balance and muscle control. 1 or 2 eggs in the morning can make a noticeable difference in energy and coordination. Then we have wild salmon, not just a protein source, but loaded with omega-3s, which reduce muscle inflammation and increase mitochondrial function. Mitochondria are your cell's powerhouses, and improving their efficiency directly improves endurance and leg stamina. Next is spinach. It's often overlooked, but it's one of the most nutrient-dense greens for aging adults. It delivers magnesium, potassium, iron, and nitrates, all of which support muscle contraction, oxygen delivery, and blood flow. Add it to eggs or smoothies for daily benefit. Sweet potatoes deserve a spot on the list too. They provide complex carbs for energy, potassium for muscle balance, and beta-carotene, the safe, plant-based version of vitamin A that supports your body without toxic buildup. Another powerful food is quinoa. Unlike rice or pasta, it's a complete plant-based protein with fiber and minerals that help regulate digestion and keep muscles fed with a steady glucose supply. Seniors who struggle with energy crashes often benefit from quinoa over starchy alternatives. And finally, turmeric and black pepper. These two, when taken together, reduce systemic inflammation, which affects joint mobility and muscle recovery. Just a sprinkle in your meals can gradually improve how your legs feel after walking or standing. This is not about following a perfect diet. It's about consistency. You don't need every food on this list every day, but adding 2 or 3 regularly, especially in the evening, will build up strength and reduce the fatigue and unsteadiness you've been feeling. In the final section, we'll put everything together in a clear daily routine. No guesswork, no strict rules, just a realistic path that fits into your life and helps you feel more stable, strong, and mobile. Starting right now. Let's wrap this up with a plan. By now you understand that leg weakness after 60 isn't always caused by age or inactivity. Often it's linked to excess vitamins that were supposed to help but are actually doing harm. And that means the power to reverse it is in your hands. Let's put everything into a daily routine you can follow starting today. No complicated schedules, no expensive supplements. Just clear actions that support muscle recovery, improve coordination, and rebuild strength over time. Good morning routine. Start your day with hydration. 1 glass of water with a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon supports electrolyte balance, which helps reduce morning stiffness. For breakfast, prioritize protein and blood flow. 2 boiled eggs with sautéed spinach and half a sweet potato give you complete amino acids, magnesium, potassium, and slow-digesting carbs, everything your muscles need to wake up and function. If you drink coffee, avoid adding synthetic creamers or flavored syrups. Keep it simple to reduce inflammation. Midday movement. Sometime before lunch, walk for at least 10 minutes. Around the house, around the block, doesn't matter. The goal is to stimulate your leg muscles gently, increase circulation, and signal your body that those muscles are still in use and worth preserving. For lunch, include a clean protein like salmon or grilled chicken, and add a serving of quinoa or lentils with mixed vegetables. This helps maintain energy, stabilize blood sugar, and feed your muscle tissue throughout the day. Supplement check. If you're still taking a multivitamin, switch to a low-dose senior formula without high levels of vitamin A or E. Choose one that uses beta-carotene instead of retinol and limits vitamin E to under 30 IU. Avoid combining multiple supplements that overlap in ingredients. More isn't better. The right balance is what matters. Afternoon routine. Add another 10 minutes of movement, gentle stretching or walking again. If stairs are difficult, try leg lifts while sitting. Anything that activates your lower limbs helps maintain muscle tone. Have a light snack that supports muscle function. A handful of pumpkin seeds or a piece of fruit with almond butter works well. Evening recovery. Dinner should be light but nourishing. Baked fish, steamed greens, and a serving of sweet potato or brown rice offer recovery nutrients without heavy digestion. 1 hour before bed, have a serving of Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. These deliver slow-releasing protein and calcium to support overnight muscle repair when your body is most efficient at rebuilding tissue. Make sure your bedroom stays cool, quiet, and dark. Poor sleep reduces hormone production and slows muscle recovery. Final thought. None of these changes are extreme, but together they create the conditions your legs need to regain what they've lost. Strength, coordination, and stability are all possible after 60. You just have to stop what's breaking them down and start feeding what builds them back up. If your legs have felt weaker, stiffer, or less reliable lately, don't wait for things to get worse. Start this plan today and commit to just 30 days. You may be shocked by how much better you move, feel, and live. And if this video helped you, share it with someone else who might be struggling. It might just give them the strength, literally, to keep going.